Greetings, my fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. Brofist. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. Waifu Fist, you say you want more PlayStation Vita news? Well, I've got the lowdown scoop of everything that has happened these past weeks, and I'm going to share this information with you right now. And as per usual, let me know what parts of this video interested you the most. Tell me down in the comment section. And now, commencing share mode for the PlayStation Vita community. Almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about there for a second, but don't worry, I still don't. First bit of news here, Utawarerumono cheese, our most favorite cheese of all, has a new gameplay trailer that has newly been released. And I, for one, am very excited about it because up until this point, we've been seeing more of the visual novel aspects to this game, but not so much in the gameplay department, other than a few snippets. Now, we got full-on gameplay mode to show you here, everyone, and it is looking absolutely delicious, as we all thought it was going to be delicious. For the first time ever, the origins of the Utawarerumono cheese saga are coming overseas. Prelude to the Fallen follows the story of a man with no memories who awakens in a strange world. This wouldn't be a tactical RPG if he didn't have some sort of amnesia. I just added that, by the way. And is taken in by a tribe of kind-hearted beast folk. An epic tale, become immersed in a turbulent story of love, war, and embrace destiny. Being that this is an origin story, of course, if you've played the games that take place after this story, well, you probably already know what happens then. But for the uninitiated, or for those who just want to see how it all began, this game is still tentatively releasing on May 26, 2020. And all I can say, devs and publishers, it better. And for those of you lucky individuals who backed Luc Bernard's War Theater and Mecha Wars, Desert Ash, I almost forgot the name there for a second, it's been so long. You'll be happy to know that he is still going to be sending out his physical releases for the backer exclusive versions of the game. He tweeted this recently: War Theater and Mecha Wars physicals for the PlayStation Vita hashtag are starting to go out again, slowly because of the virus, but no longer on hold. The next copies will get a tracking number if yours hasn't been sent out yet. No need to message me if you haven't gotten it. It means yours might be next. And I'll just admit here, I am one of those individuals who is still waiting for his copy. And I also should mention one other thing that I had forgotten to mention in some of my previous news videos. Like that's a first for this channel. He is currently only sending out copies to the US and Canadian backers. And once he has finished sending all of those out, then he'll be sending them out to other parts of the world, internationally. So if you're from Europe, for instance, and you backed his game, you're gonna have to be waiting a smidge longer on this, which I know it's already been taking quite a long time. Recall how I said a few seconds ago that I almost forgot the name of one of the games, but I just thought I'd clear any kind of confusion regarding that. So hang tight, everyone. They are on their way eventually. Now we got sometimes news from sometimes you. See what I did there? Yeah, I didn't think that was clever whatsoever either. But they have tweeted out recently, hey, we got a new cool puzzle game coming April 29th, Active Neurons, by @MrUsonic. Wait, Sonic? He's also developer of early release Grass Cutter game. Active Neurons is a game that trains a player in logical thinking. Well then I guess that means this game isn't for me now, is it? Coming to the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, and, what's most important to us, everyone, unless you're watching these videos for the terrible jokes, PlayStation Vita. I will have more info on this game when its release date draws closer. Oh, and speaking of sometimes you, they have also tweeted out something else. Remember that video I had done not too long ago talking about how the PlayStation Vita is slowly getting fixed? Well, it would seem that I am not the only one who has noticed this, because Sometimes You has also said, good news, some of our Vita games that was released earlier this year now display in the new releases section. Store is alive again. Lollipop, hashtag Vita Island, hashtag Vita 2020. What does a lollipop have to do with anything, really? But see guys, I wasn't crazy, or at least not as crazy as most of you thought. Well, okay, I am. And to you, Sony? Gotta give you a hand here. You did a good job on the PlayStation Vita store this past week. Now just fix some of the broken images and the sales section and you will be good to go. Oh yeah, and give us some actual sales to go with it. Now for some news that I am super fragilistic excited for, and because this wouldn't be an official news video if we didn't feature a game that I wasn't able to pronounce right off the bat, Yumeutsutsu Remaster and Re-After, which is a much easier name to say by the way, will be launching in the West and for the PlayStation Vita. And I gotta tell ya, how long has it been since we've had a proper visual novel, Japanese visual novel, coming over to the West here for us? And Gemitsu, one of my favorite websites in the whole world, especially when they deliver news as delicious as this, has posted this. Yumeutsutsu Remaster and Re-After will be launching April 23rd in the West for Switch and PC, later for the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita. Boo! Boo! And in this little sub-article here, it says, PlayStation 4 and PS Vita versions delayed due to COVID-19 complications. I think this probably surprises nobody. And the article will also go on to read that Yumeutsutsu Remaster and its sequel, Yumeutsutsu Re-After, will launch for the Switch, blah 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 blah, April 23rd, and PC, blah 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 blah, $64.99, $49.99, blah 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 blah. And we're going to be getting an English version of this game. If you look right at the bottom here, the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita versions are also planned for release, but have been delayed to an unspecified future date, which I hope still happens, due to complications arising from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. And well, my dudes, we are going to be getting an official English release for both of these games. And if everything goes as planned, which I hope it does, we'll be seeing it in the very near future. Assuming it's going to be digital only, but goes without saying, I guess. Been a good long while since we've had a nice, hearty Japanese visual novel come our way, aside from that past game with the guy that was clearly not blind, but he was still wearing an eye patch. I haven't forgotten about that, devs. I haven't forgotten about that. But that wasn't a Japanese visual novel, nor did it feature any waifu, so it doesn't really count. Still kind of salty, though. And because it's not possible to talk about any news whatsoever without having to mention the current virus, welcome to 2020 everyone, Ratalaika Games has posted this recently. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19, our Q&A releases are affected, and some of our titles, PS4 and Vita, will therefore currently only release on PS4 initially, starting from May. We will do our best to get them out on Vita as soon as this situation is over with. So yeah, as you probably can no doubt tell everyone, some of the Vita games that were originally planned to come out in May may not actually happen. May not actually happen out in May. Sorry, this isn't a good time to joke around about this. But due to that, next month might be a pretty light PlayStation Vita news week, at least as far as actual releases go. I am predicting, though, that we're still going to be getting some decent news, just not so much in the new releases department. But we'll see, nothing is set in stone here, and Ratalaika Games has stated that they will keep us up to date on all the games that will or will not potentially be coming out. Hopefully all of them still will, but again, I'll keep you up to date. Alright everyone, all things considered, and aside from us ending on a bit of a downer note now at the very end, the news this week was pretty uplifting. Much better than 2 weeks ago, at least in my opinion. Got some new releases announced, got some physicals being sent out, and the PlayStation Store is officially being fixed, or at least up to a point anyway. So good things do seem to be a-comin'. However, I gotta ask you once again, like I did at the beginning of the video, what parts of this news video interested you the most? What are you looking forward to? Or in the case of us potentially not getting any new releases in May, what are you not looking forward to? Yeah, I guess that can be a thing, right? Let me know down in the comments section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, Jace Bellerin, Hero Acer, Adam Sondi, Dennis R. Huggins Jr., Richard Cruz, Buzz Sayin, Jelle, Mario Cruz, Larry Anderson, BMF, Ruben Gutierrez, Joshua Williams, Jared Haddo, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Aaron Swanson, Rodrigo Vera, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, E-Rock, Pierce Sterner, Adam Theory, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Gutter Drums, Wendy K, and David Ray. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your lovely portrait on this end screen right here, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do so down in that area. And don't worry, none of us bite. Well, at least I don't. Of course, I can't vouch for these other guys.